Welcome everybody. Today we are going to grow a rainbow tree in the tub, and I'll get to the tub in a moment. But before that, we want to talk about this rainbow tree that we have before us. It's actually called a rainbow eucalyptus tree. It's about 4 or 5 feet tall, in between there somewhere. And in the wild, if it were to be that old, it'd probably be about 12 feet already. So this one's been hacked up a little bit. The end of branch is a little bit leaf heavy, so we need to prune it anyways. A great way to show you guys with this tree in this video for demonstration of what we're going to do here. But before we do, this one, like I said, is about 4 years old. If you look below here, you've got one that was fresh out of the tub, the little guy down below, and then the medium one there is rainbow tree after about 1 year. Now, being where we live in Ohio, it's too cold to grow these outside, so we bring them inside and we grow them as bonsais. We keep them pruned so they don't grow outrageously tall and wide, and that's how we're able to keep these in pots. They grow fast, the roots grow fast, so you want a big enough pot to contain the roots. Now, the color of the bark, you won't see that probably for another, 6-7 years. It just doesn't have enough bark to start peeling, and that's where you get the color on the rainbow tree. Once that bark peels, that's where you get your colors. So I'm gonna take a snipping of this right now, right at the end. We're gonna cut right here. That looks like a good cutting. Here we go. Bunch of little branches to show you the next step. Beautiful. Very helpful. All right, welcome to our tub, aka spray basin or water misting station here. Look up here, we've got 64 pods. We've got a bunch of little spray nozzles here, basically with a fish pump coming up through the PVC and going through little spray nozzles. All right, back to the grow bench here. We've got our rainbow tree cutting, and we're going to cut this into smaller sections. Rainbow eucalyptus loves water, and we want to see if we can get these to grow in the water here. So we're going to take the cutting and we're going to place them inside these little pods. Those little pods are going to stay inside of our spraying station, or aka tub, and the whole process takes a few weeks, up to a month. And what will happen is some of them will shoot out roots, some will grow this just almost like this root cluster before dropping off the little roots out. It just depends. It's just kind of a wait and see what will happen. But if that constant spray continues to spray those roots, some plants like to actually just sprout out new roots. So that's what we're going to try here today. All right, let's take some rainbow tree cuttings here. We're going to take it off the main branch. What I found is if you take it right here at the node here, right where the branch meets the stem, I guess, because it's really not a trunk right now, or the smaller branch meets the bigger branch, that's where you're going to see some roots start to form. And that's all we're doing, friends. We're just taking these. We can peel them with our hands. A lot of these are just freshly grown new sprouts, and they're not hard. If you don't have any good pruners, you can just peel them off with your hands. And actually, I've found too that tearing sometimes helps actually to grow the roots. You've got some leaves on the bottom. You want a couple inches off the bottom, so go ahead and just remove those leaves. Leave about a 2 to 3 inch gap off the bottom with no leaves at all. All right, we're just compiling our cuttings right now. Let's speed this up a little bit. Alright, now we've got our rainbow cuttings in our pods. It's ready to start placing them in the tub. And we're just placing them one by one. couple more rainbow tree pods to place in the tub there, but I've got 2 nozzles that are not spraying in the back. See those? No bueno. Alright, we'll place these last 2 rainbow tree cuttings inside the tub, and then we'll follow back up in about 3 weeks. We'll see what's going on in the tub. If we've got anything that we can plant, we'll go ahead and pot it up. And if not, we'll just wait another couple weeks. No big deal. One thing I do want to make mention is that through this process you will lose some leaves. Just remove them off the tub and just wait the process out. Alright, I'm excited to show everyone the reveal video and what's going on inside our tub here. Here's our rainbow tree cuttings. We're going to look below here after 3 weeks, and I'm seeing already the first one here's got some roots, and it looks like every one of the other ones has this root cluster that we talked about earlier in the video 3 weeks ago, and they're looking really good. You can probably plant every one of these and they will root, but we're gonna handle this one. We're gonna plant this guy here.